Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui do canal. E pessoal, o vídeo de hoje é a continuação da nossa série do jogo Life is Strange Double Exposure. Esse daqui é o sexto vídeo da nossa série. Eu queria pedir para vocês já curtirem o vídeo e se inscreverem no canal, ajuda bastante no crescimento da nossa comunidade e na recomendação do YouTube.
I have to do this. I have to go back up there.
Tá bom. O que eu queria falar é que se você não viu algum vídeo da nossa série, eu tô deixando o link da playlist na descrição e no card, tá? Eu faço isso em qualquer série aqui do canal. Vamos seguir aqui. Então a gente ia encontrar um Moses na cena do crime.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. It's here too. Maybe we are cursed. Pull the trigger.
Bora lá. Cara, eu tô muito empolgado, tá, com esse jogo aqui. Tô muito curioso. Vamos dar uma explorada a mais, porque no último vídeo a gente deixou bastante coisa passar, hein? Nova postagem, infelizmente a universidade decidiu me afastar. Obrigado a todos os colegas, beleza. Tô atrasada com as notas, mas prometo que vão ser todas lançadas nos próximos dias. Artista do mês, beleza. Tem nada aqui? Uma
To the
Polaroid?
overlook, Max. One foot in front of the other.
Tá bom. Calma, querido, você tá muito apressada, velho. Deixa eu dar uma explorada aqui antes. Na teoria o Moses já tá aqui na outra dimensão, né? Banco. Olhar.
Might be a good place to wait for Moses. Better cross to the other side.
Muito bonito, né? A paisagem. Tá louco. Esse jogo aqui tá muito bonito. Muito, muito bonito.
I have to do this. I have to go back up there.
Tá do Lucas falando que ele tava assinando, tal. Tirar foto.
I know Sophie would have something poetic to say about this. If
Stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that? He's probably not coming.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui até repetir. Acho que agora vai começar a repetir. Moses vacilão, hein, velho. Beleza, vou sair.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
Eu ainda não fiz aquilo? Eu ainda não fiz aquilo.
I don't think I've actually done it yet. I think it was a future version of me. Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers. What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Sophie's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Sophie is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Sophie, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal. He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
Nova mensagem de Yasmin, peraí. Maxine, conversei com o detetive Alderman esta manhã para ter notícias, e ele me pareceu muito azedo. Ele disse que falou contigo. O que disse a ele? Espero não ter sido nada que atrapalhe o andamento do caso. Mensagem para ela. Ele é assim mesmo. Ele deve estar sentindo a pressão. Vou mandar assim, ele é assim mesmo. Só conheço ele há um dia, mas tenho a impressão de que ele está sempre bem tenso. Você deve ter razão, ele é meio arisco. Eu só quero respostas, e ele é a minha única esperança no momento.
Shouldn't leave yet. Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Só deixa eu ver aqui minha linha do tempo da Viva, tá bom? Aí, Max, só para desencargo de consciência, você sabe o que aconteceu com o meu telescópio? O telescópio muito pesado e muito caro que eu estava quase acabando de montar? Eu saí há alguns minutos e quando voltei ele não estava mais nem perto de acabado. Será que foi a Carla? Será que estava com defeito? Será que foi a Carla? Outra pegadinha da Carla, ela pode ter aproveitado a oportunidade. Também pensei nisso, mas mesmo se todo o departamento de ciências tivesse vindo junto, eles teriam levado mais de 1 hora. Sinistro. Música do Arquivo X. Acho pouco provável que tenha sido alienígenas. Vamos ver aqui. Ontem entrevistei um grupo de alunos atacados a revoada de coruja perto do mirante. Não esqueça de vir me gongar no Snap Turtle. Deixa eu voltar aqui e falar com o Moses.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Let's try this again.
Psychic storm.
Que isso, mano?
Shit. Sorry, Moses.
Tá, ele postou sobre o telescópio. Tá. Deixa eu voltar então.
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said,
É, tempestade psíquica.
Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Yep. That's what I did. Wow. I mean,
Yeah. Near as I can tell, Sophie's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. You give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
I know it sounds like it must have been amazing. But Moses, the things I caused to happen, just having a power doesn't necessarily give you mastery over it.
One of many lessons gleaned from X-Men comics.
The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night. With a gun. You're saying that could be a future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Sophie mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Sophie. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too. Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it.
Meu Deus!
Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
E tá se vendo? Tá se vendo, beleza. Ajuda, pô, faz alguma coisa. Vamos, mano. Vamos? Bora?
Max, you have to let go! No!
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Mano, que loucura que aconteceu aqui, hein? De verdade, que bizarro. Com certeza ele não morreu.
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't. And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right. Okay, talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Safi's book deal. Have fun.
O Lucas não tá aqui porque ele tá na exposição lá, né? Vamos ver. Ei, Max, eu sei que foi uma manhã agitada e ainda estou processando tudo, mas uma pergunta rápida. Você consegue receber minhas mensagens quando está na outra linha do tempo? Estou tentando entender o que é possível do ponto de vista da física. Não recebo. Parece que eu não recebo, não. Ah tá, isso já ajuda bastante. Deixa eu tentar entender melhor o que aconteceu mais cedo e depois falo contigo. Crosstalks.
Cool. I'm a tired sun, sleepy moon, and exhausted rising.
A primeira leitura pública da SAF foi na Feira do Livro. Tá. Tem coisa do diário, né? Vamos lá? Dia 7 de dezembro, que porra. Eu podia ter salvado o Alderman. Eu podia, não podia? Teria conseguido se o Moses não tivesse... Porra, o Moses salvou minha vida. Ele não sabia o que ia acontecer, eu também não, mas ele entrou mesmo assim. Fazia tempo que não era salva de um final ruim por outra pessoa. Sabe-se lá o que teria acontecido comigo se o Moses não tivesse intervido. Criamos um vínculo que só é possível com a experiência de quase morte. Meu Deus, espero que o Moses esteja bem. Por favor, ele tem que estar bem. Deixa eu só dar um rolê aqui para ver se tem alguma coisa.
My younger self might have thought this would make an edgy photo. If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs? Like a bunch of squares?
Polaroid.
Then boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of a park, and this alien crawls out of the hatch.
That seems like a lot of money for a student project.
I'm only gonna shoot the trailer. I figure I can cut costs doing some old school practical effects.
Seems like you've got a plan. Still very ambitious.
Go big or go home, right?
Fazendo
I'd
polvo
been
lá.
meaning to ask Diamond about her new movie. It's nice to see her so excited about something other than Moses.
Com a impressora 3D, né, que eu tava imprimindo.
Lo-fi ambient bellows to chill/study to. A classic.
The Belows from Below. Vários artistas tocando agora.
I, for one, kind of like the paper straws.
Nossa, cano de papel horrível. Para. Pelo amor de Deus. Postagem da Amanda.
Sugar and spices in my latte? Yes. Eggnog? No.
Aí a mulher que quebrou
Professors sitting on the table?
a mesa. Deixa eu falar com a Loreta.
Hey, Loretta.
Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. How are you?
Any new leads? Shake down anyone else for information lately?
No.
Crap! Wrong Loretta, Max. You know what? Ignore me. I am lost in space. End of the semester, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Anyway, catch you later, Loretta.
Mano, que bagulho vergonhoso.
I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around? That's awesome. I should follow them for more info.
Apoia a professora Hunter. Tá, nessa timeline o Lucas tá aqui. E ele odeia a gente, né? Tá bom.
Wait, Donner and Blitzen means thunder and lightning? Who knew Santa's reindeer were so metal? Dang, Sophie must be a grading machine. And then she didn't.
Saf, não se esqueça de trancar a porta depois de terminar com as notas. Valeu. Tô dando só uma xeretada aqui, não tem nada. Ah, tem um negócio aqui, hein? Retiro o que eu disse.
Fuck, this doesn't look so great for Gwen.
Ela foi afastada, beleza. Tá, vamos falar no mundo morto, vamos? Esse aqui era uma Polaroid aqui.
Audrey? I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts have yielded results. You?
Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls. I think she's blocking them.
I saw her in the North Quad, but she turned and ran the other way.
This just isn't like her.
Guard your ankles.
Last time we spoke...
A Daisy, é o nome da cobra, Daisy.
Well, she told me she was busy. She's probably too focused on school. What she needs is friends.
Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Sophie. No reason to beat around the bush. I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
Por que você fez isso com a Saf? Como convenceu a editora? Por que você fez isso?
That book meant the world to Sophie. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Você arrumou a publicação e depois cancelou ela? Como você convenceu a editora?
Let me get this straight. You helped Safi get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
Ela não fala de uma vez, mano. Por quê?
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book, which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people, Safi included.
Safi's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you? How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Nada.
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention. Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Ben Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful. One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it. Why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript. How do I get my hands on a copy? A black rose? Pretty morose. Happy holidays to my favorite prof. I don't think a happy holidays is in the cards. One of Safi's former students, I guess.
Doutora Hunter, acima de tudo, meus pêsames. Eu sei que você e a Safi eram próximas. Você não me conhece, não há motivo para me conhecer. Eu sei que talvez não seja apropriado te contar isso, mas sinceramente não sei mais o que fazer. Antes de morrer, a Safi estava me ajudando. Eu sei que você, como membro da comunidade LGBT, a tradução tá ruim aqui. Basicamente, ela estava comentando que essa pessoa que ela é LGBT e a Safi tava ajudando, né? Só isso.
It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams.
Aí faz um texto... A tradução não tá legal daquele texto lá. Tá só, tipo... comentando que tava ajudando e ficou por isso mesmo. Não teve, tipo, ah, você pode me ajudar também?
It's alive! More music I'm not cool enough to know. I will never be as cool as Gwen. Old school. Nice.
Eu quero tirar agora aqui. Aí, dupla exposição. Ai, não, refiz a foto. Ah, vamos tirar assim, aí eu vou dar zoom. Tá ótimo. Ó, tem mais mensagem do Moses. Olha, eu comecei a investigar melhor a situação do Alderman e já começou mal. Pelo jeito não tem nenhum registro de um detetive Vincent Alderman no estado de Vermont, nem na delegacia de Lakeport. Ah, bizarro. Que estranho, hein?
How can they have no record of him? They sent him.
Pra dizer o mínimo.
I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension. Will Gwen be allowed to come back for these? Tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over.
Alguém pode entregar isso para o monitor? Desculpa pelo trabalho adicional, Lívia.
So they took her computer. Probably going through it right now. Gotcha.
As filhas das quais não falamos. Saf Fayyad.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
1 milhão de quilômetros abaixo dos meus pés. Ela está deitada, nas suas roupas de domingo. Nós a matamos com nossas próprias mãos, ou a falta das nossas mãos. Eu a matei com a minha voz, ou a falta da minha voz. O livro da Maia era como uma criança ou um tumor, ou uma fera indomável dentro dela. Na primeira página, ela escreveu que ela estava se afogando. Quando terminou, tinha acabado de se afogar. Leis da física. Os afogados sempre voltam à tona. O que não foi dito ainda existe. Você pode cortá-la e vendê-la por partes, mas o fantasma dela permanece inteiro, flutuando ali no canto da cozinha, me olhando daquele jeito familiar, aquele que diz: solte as páginas e as deixe cair, esvoaçando como pássaros abatidos, aquele que diz: tire tudo dele e depois tire um pouco mais. No mundo vivo.
Whatever
tem que falar.
happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Bilhetes. Doutora Hunter, esta manhã liguei para o departamento de assuntos estudantis e perguntei por que as suas aulas tinham sido canceladas pelo restante do semestre. A resposta que eu vi foi que isso não era da minha conta. Depois tentei ligar para a reitora e ela nem atendeu. Aí fui falar com o zelador, Sr. Reis, e ele me disse que viu você sendo retirada do prédio pelos seguranças e que tinha sido suspensa sob suspeita de vender drogas para os alunos. Não vou insultá-la, perguntando se é culpada. Só quero te desejar tudo de bom e dizer que você foi a melhor professora que eu já tive. Meu visto estudantil expira no próximo mês. É visto, né? Visto estudantil. Mas se eu puder fazer alguma coisa, ou se por acaso um dia estiver em Bangkok, pode me procurar. Doutora Hunter, isso é uma palhaçada, você é demais, bebi demais. Feliz aniversário. Peço desculpa pelo papel de carta, era a única coisa à mão. Acredito que falo por todos nós quando digo que isso é inaceitável. Pode contar com o nosso apoio na audiência semana que vem. Se estiver procurando um advogado, posso recomendar um decente. Nós vamos lutar, Gwen. Vamos falar com os jornais se precisar. Departamento de Literatura da Caledon. Você será vingada. Isso daqui é o símbolo do Abraxas. Que legal, gente. Que legal, que legal. Muitas pessoas boas. Pelo menos na dimensão viva.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions. Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
A Gwen vai ser demitida, você está de bom humor. Eu vou perguntar aqui, velho, direto.
Did Sophie tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Sophia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes.
Would you really fire her?
That depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Sophie's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Sophia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point. Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
Vou me fazer de tonta. Eu sou tonto.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
Tem boato sobre a Maya. Tem boato sobre a Maya.
There's this rumor that something happened with Maya before she died.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but... Ms. Okada appears to have caused herself a great deal of pain.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Sophie associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Sophia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Por que eu?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was... odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
Oi, Moses. Desculpa te chatear, mas tenho uma pergunta sobre Vin Lang e Maya Okada. Claro que foi. Perguntar sobre a declaração do Vin. Você sabe se o Vin fez uma declaração depois da morte da Maya? Eu não vi na época porque eu ainda não estava na Caledon, mas a Saf mostrou pra mim uma vez. Espera aí. Ele disse: Maya, era uma escritora incrivelmente talentosa, mas também lutava com problemas de saúde mental. Nós tentamos lhe dar a ajuda de que ela precisava, mas não tivemos sucesso. Se soubéssemos que era tão grave, teríamos feito mais. Isso já ajuda? Ajuda muito. Você é um anjo, Moses.
He's probably in the admin building.
Hey, sport? You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Chapa.
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
I'll think of something. Anyway, hi, Amanda. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Maya Okada.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
Sky's always falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See you, Amanda. He's probably in the admin building. The art department really pushes for self-expression in every medium. I like that about Caledon.
Muito loucas daqui de elefante, hein? Deixa eu ver aqui, né? De praxe. Não sei se eu fiz besteira falando com a Amanda lá, hein, cara. Não sei. Tinha um livro da Maya aqui. Acho que ele já tiraram.
I didn't realize I needed cryptid erotica until just now. Keep up my shenanigans and they'll have to add Max Caulfield to the list.
I definitely am not.
Okay, Isabel, you were absolutely...
A crush on Lucas? Really? Things can't be that bad, can they? Looks like somebody had their last stand. Hey, Vin.
Yasmin's out right now. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're here for me. In which case, I'll do my best to be of service.
Ai, que cara imundo.
Do you talk like this to everyone who comes near Yasmin's office?
I've never met a pissed off board member I can't defang with a little eyebrow action.
Ai, que vontade de dar um tiro na testa desse maluco, velho. Nossa, que ridículo. E a Max flertando com ele ainda, mano. Ai, ai, mano, vamos lá.
Speaking of Yasmin, how did you end up in her good graces?
Oh, it's been so long I can't remember. She probably saw me in The Importance of Being Earnest my freshman year. Not to brag, but I was kind of a campus sensation as Algernon.
So, it had nothing to do with Maya Okada?
Wow. You know Maya's name. Am I supposed to collapse under the weight of that revelation?
You're supposed to talk to me like a human being about what happened with her.
What do you need me for, Super Sleuth? You're obviously capable of digging up ancient gossip on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, Gwen's hearing completely scrambled Garuna's schedule.
No casual chats about Maya. Noted.
Ele não tá aqui também, se eu simplesmente ir no mundo morto? Não tá. Polaroids.
The hedgehog, distant relative of the shrew, enjoys its rest after a full day's work for the kahuna.
Just don't break it?
I could just get you a new one. It cost me like $2.
I don't want a new one. I want the one you gave me.
Sophie bought him that hedgehog? That's sweet.
É o Sonic. Sonic Ouriço.
I don't like the looks of this guy. Too grim reapy.
O eremita, volte sua atenção para dentro de si e busque respostas. Autorreflexão é a chave para o esclarecimento.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing. For both her and Vin.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond. Damn the emails. Sophie was our only child. Can't you spare 15 minutes to discuss her funerary arrangements? No. She didn't have a will. And though she died by suicide, she didn't leave a note.
Died by suicide? But I thought...
I'd prefer for her to be buried as soon as possible. I hate the thought of her lying in a funeral home. Alone.
I can't keep listening to this. I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start. Looking for gigs out on the West Coast, huh? Break a leg, Vin.
Deixa eu achar a menina aqui, vai.
I wanted to talk to you about Abraxas and who should be leading it.
Oh no! Somebody abandoned their boy.
Don't mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Then Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I had the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin?
O Vin disse que a Maya tinha problema de saúde mental, o Vin tá cobertando Yasmin. Vou falar isso aqui, mano.
Vin gave a statement where he said Maya had mental health problems. Which may have been true, but I think there's more. What I'm saying is, someone let Maya down. Really badly.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Aproveita e toma o poder, não pega muito pesado com ele. Quero que esse cara, meu, se ferre.
Whatever he did, now's your chance to squeeze it out of him.
Damn. Okay, Machiavelli.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
This Vin's not going to tell me anything. Maybe the other one has looser lips. If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Vamos ver primeiro aqui algumas coisas. Atualização. Achei que não ia conseguir avançar no mistério do Alderman, mas aí tive um retorno para o nome Alderman na área de Lakeport. Tem um relatório bizarro de uns 40 anos atrás sobre uma viúva chamada Sra. Marjorie Alderman, que deve ter uns 60 e muitos agora. Ainda estou lendo e volto a falar contigo quando eu entender melhor. Sou todo ouvidas. Não, sou todo ouvidas.
Would Alderman's mother know what happened to her son?
Tá bem, me conta depois do que você descobrir. Toma cuidado. Depois do que a gente viu lá em cima, pode crer que eu vou tomar. Tenha respeito pelos ex-alunos e tal. Tô falando da Maya, né? Já perdi 2 alunos excepcionais. Ah, pode crer, eu vou ter que estar lá, né? Ah não, ela tá vindo pra cá.
Can you let a man make a stale cup of coffee in peace?
No. Because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. You told people she had mental health issues, but that wasn't the whole story, was it?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of Abraxas to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
Alright, fine. You wanna know what happened? After Maya died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, she'd give me the job as her assistant.
Holy.
Why would anyone want to hear about what you had to say about Maya?
I don't know, Dinah, maybe because we were fucking friends? We met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and it clicked.
And you said that shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're gonna kill her. I grew up without any money, okay? Most kids at Caledon don't get what that's like. And I'm not fucking stupid, okay? I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just gonna let me be the head of Abraxas? Like that?
It doesn't feel very good. In the end, does it?
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class. And he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.
Tenho que voltar pra cá.
I know you're busy. Give me just a minute of your time.
This better be worth it.
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
Tô tentando ajudar alguém, tô tentando ajudar a mim mesmo.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin, what really happened?
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class. He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas
Killed her? Not literally, but... The man deserves every misfortune that befalls him.
Like, for example, if Safi suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know.
Você me deve um favor, o Lucas entrou com uma medida protetiva contra a Safi. Você e a Safi estavam se pegando. Você e a Safi estavam se pegando, mano. Se liga.
You and Safi had a thing, didn't you?
One, information I already know isn't exactly thrilling. Two, I'm dying to know how you figured that one out. Because I'm confident it wasn't Safi.
I saw a photo on your phone.
Remind me not to underestimate you.
All right. So was the cow skull you or not?
Yes.
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Safi before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were what? Protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work. But, Caulfield, whatever the real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
You're kidding. How much? That's what I'm talking about. Ha ha. Compare us all you want. Only one Colmenero has a movie deal, and it's not Roberto. Samuel, I'm sorry. Can you please hold? Absolutely not. Out of my office, now.
But
I just shipped my son out of the country because of your little stunt. You think we're just gonna go back to being friends?
Quero saber tudo sobre a Maya.
I want to talk to you about Maya Okada.
Whatever you think, you know, you'll never be able to prove it. Now get out!
What the fuck was that? I can't prove anything? Whatever happened to Maya, Lucas was definitely involved.
Pessoal, eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui. Já deu pra seguir bastante. E, cara, tô muito curioso, velho. Muito curioso mesmo, assim, o que aconteceu com o Alderman. O que aconteceu com a Maya. Vamos ver no próximo episódio o que vai acontecer. Por favor, não esqueça de curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal e clicar no sininho para receber as notificações, além de compartilhar o canal e o vídeo com seus amigos. Fechou? Valeu, até a próxima!